Right, welcome back to Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Your best in terms of analysis on YouTube. I say though, you don't get it any better than you get it for me. Thank you very much for choosing it. Of course, so subscribe to the channel. Now do so. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notification in the notification turn on. Make sure so obey choose all and I'm sharper. Open so contact here over there. All of our socials are there. WhatsApp. Of course, on Facebook, on Twitter, and of course on TikTok. They're very, very available. Anytime you want to reach out to us now, Obenyai on Fiifi-Manfred, anywhere on all of the various networks. So make sure so contact any didn't come over very well. We can also have personal conversations in them, and then there's a lot to unpack for you. Enzo Maresca didn't come on in the lead up to that big Arsenal game at Chelsea. Only Arsenal, boy, a big London derby. Enzo Maresca say he can beat Arsenal. Or seeing a team no edu baby, they can compete and get a win in a big London derby. Now, or see, so time na Chelsea ni Arsenal no abe chiche ni huegu Chelsea so no many results. NC. Now he has a plan. We'll talk about the plan was on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. Enzo Maresca Chelsea planner or he come in Arsenal game, no. But before that, and then in also another pre-match press conference, there have been a huge unveiling, something that has been said. Our games because this weekend, this time from the point of view of coach your friend Carlo Ancelotti at Real Madrid. See, I am bemused. Carlo Ancelotti say all of the problems that Madrid have been getting in the last few days, weeks, with team in him since the season began. In about 27 attempts or shots at Brentford Mbappe when not just one goal. The issues they had with Dortmund, what they had with Team Fred FC Barcelona, what they had with Stuttgart, although they went on to win. Then, of course, the big one against AC Milan in the Champions League. Carlo Ancelotti say they have a solution to the problem. And then Carlo Ancelotti said we're not the solution to the problem. And you see, Makani several times a Madrid problem. No? It's not just a personal problem, it's more tactical. So I don't know, maybe at the coaching team with Ono Carlo Ancelotti and then the bad Davide Ancelotti, they have sat down and they've analyzed one of the best ones to get a job done and make sure say finding solutions to the issues that Madrid have in their team. Of course, Makani several times. If you look at somebody like Arda Güler, he is an important player for a lot of the things that Madrid can do on the ball, off the ball. Say Madrid pursue many results if they want to really control games. The creative depth of our branch here, friend Arda Güler, is very, very important, and Madrid would have to exploit it in certain ways. I'm saying we use our branch here, friend Arda Güler, and now, like I did say, Carlo Ancelotti, when the solution. Now, this is what happened. On any staff, any players in a meeting on Thursday morning. Now, Ancelotti and the staff at National. They've realized three different things that are more problem. One, the first thing that Ancelotti realized is what the Madrid team said. Time will be unbeatable against a team or a high pressing. Now, pressure aggressively. They struggle to find a space. Until build up no issue kaka. They have also realized say when teams sit back, they don't have the central occupation because most of the times Brentford Kylian Mbappe doesn't want to get in behind. He doesn't get in behind. He is consistently dropping deeper to come and play some touches or ball him. And more team, he has also realized say the box occupation to find threats our opponent's box more. They've also been lacking it in the last few weeks and since the season started. He had that meeting with the staff. He have huge video analysis meeting on it on only Madrid players on ways they will be able to curb that issue now. Have it our FC Real Madrid. How are they going to make sure say team will not struggle? Because they have the quality. Kylian Mbappe, any new player, he is top. One of the world-class players that you can find. Vinicius Jr. was top 2, Ballon d'Or. That's the quality that you get. Rodrigo Goes was showing the quality several times. There is Arda Güler. There's Luka Modric will bench for them. There's a bunch of friend Orange Chouameni. Our team in him, Federico Valverde, Jude Bellingham. These are quality players at Real Madrid. So why were they suffering? And that is what coach your friend Carlo Ancelotti aiding Como, and in Incomodi Nokase, he has found a solution to what was worrying them. And of course, over there in training this weekend game on Bebono, Omni Osasuna and Ebo Abranti Ayefreno, Federico Valverde was in training. Jude Bellingham, not all training Honum, and he spoke a lot to Modric. In training, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, meeting, all of them have come to a consensus. I said they have found the reason Inter almost struggled this season in terms of dominating games and finding solutions. And after that, Carlo Ancelotti said, we will talk about new signings in the coming month. I can't say away from the fact that finding the solution to the current Madrid problems. No, Carlo Ancelotti aja to me say, they need an extra profile for control. But they understand that they need to get extra control in certain games. They need to be more patient and some control matches better. Because certain teams pop up at the Santiago Bernabeu and then they give them a scale. They're like, yes, Madrid, they are almost every time able to negotiate and navigate a win. Madrid team, but they need to make sure some manages our games no better. And I'll see in the January sign, being come up about who possibly will come in at FC Real Madrid. See, we'll talk about new signings. Carlo Ancelotti said we have Intercontinental Cup in December. We are going to catch up in the La Liga. We are going to bounce back in the CL. We will fight for all the titles for sure. After talking to almost solution, see, we are going to have a very successful season. I am confident. We know what the problem is. Everyone knows it. But now we have to see how my players can react. So I can't say they know what the problem no, and the for the team don't have analyzed it. They've seen it. They've had a conversation. They have also found solutions to what the problem no, and then it looks as you say, and I can say the players have to react to it, and that's exactly what he wants to do. And then Ancelotti, pretty much press conference against Osasuna, no can say, I fully understand the current situation. Losing is part of the game. We accept the situation. I'm convinced that the team will turn it around. This is the biggest club in the world. There are no issues at all. The goal is to play together as a team. I have to make things happen, and so do my players. We are going to get it done. In there, of course, he's going to stay at Madrid because it's the biggest club in the world, and that is Carlo Ancelotti. He has found a solution to Madrid problem. After that meeting with the technical staff, he has seemed to come down to have a conversation. He said, some near 1 or 2 be of Madrid team. They will go on and go and do the job. Of course, for Barcelona, Real Madrid, the boss as soon as Barca will be playing at Real Sociedad, a huge game. Barca this weekend. Many team you find Real Sociedad, Barca versus Real Sociedad matches are definitely not easy games at all for any of the side, especially for even FC Barcelona. And it's a game at Barca for them are making sure so they get a win before they go on international break. Even though not injured, he wants to go to the San Sebastian. No couple match maybe against team. You find Real Sociedad. Sociedad and no lose 2-1 to Victoria Piazen away in the Europa League. We feel almost a Sevilla by 2-0. Almost to Osasuna or San Sebastian 2 games ago. Almost Maccabi Tel Aviv the game before is almost Girona. Inti results no. I BB Kakre or it comes and it goes. In fact, Real Sociedad versus FC Barcelona. Ocean matches now. Barca. The last time we share Barca show 2-0 in 2023. Barca San show 1-0 at San Sebastian. Barcelona in 2023. The Messanso Real Sociedad show a study 1 game per 1 also 2-1. And then of course Munjik one of the Barca Essanso show by 0 against in 2023. Sociedad one, and then of course Real Sociedad Essanso. So in about the last 5 games on my bottom, none of them have ended in a draw. Team your friend FC Barcelona and actually the most 4 of them, and a team your friend of Real Sociedad, actually just 1 of them. So away at the San Sebastian, it's a game that definitely Real Sociedad will want to do, but actually be a mother in the Spanish La Liga and yet good one at all for Real Sociedad. On the 5th, 11th, 15 points, and Barcelona that first with 33 points. So Barca means they need to keep up the heat. Madrid for now still finding solutions to try and catch up on the Spanish La Liga table. Madrid for himself Emrasun and Barca for himself Emrasun. So we push in and Coach Efredo, Hansi Flick has had a huge conversation about the players in Onoa's pre-match press conference. And see, Gabi ni Pedro can't see me. I think that Barca players are in love with Hansi Flick. Not just about tactics, to be very honest with you. I think that away from tactics, one of the things that Marielizer said Barca players not epic about Hansi Flick, and they said they like him as a person. I mean, not long ago, that video we call around that Ube say Abrantia, your friend Gavi, ever training and lays on one lazy in Hansi Flick, try so or nearly down. No, I any boots no amano. And that's the kind of manager or Hansi Flick. Paul Victor say Hansi Flick is very picky about punctuality. If he says 10 a.m. to the field at 11 a.m., 3 seconds, you are already late on funny punctuality in Yago. Now, I'm going to say the difference between Ono and Xavi, and he say Xavi will find you hefty amount of money on one money. Or what's not bench. Yeah, money. That's what he has been telling Barca Forum. And Barca Forum are also preparing for that big one. Barcelona should not have any problems registering Dani Olmo and Paul Victor in January. Lamine Yamal 17 years, Robert Rafinha 27 years, Levan Lewandowski 36 years, the top three and best front three of Honor. And my boy Paul Marc Casado in the call up to the Spanish national team, sixth player to have covered the most distance in the Champions League, a Coma Brantier friend Marc Casado, hugely important for FC Barcelona, and they go on into the games. It's Barcelona or Sasuna everybody this weekend, and they are preparing for it. But in the new Premier League, Enzo Maresca, I want a pre-match press conference. Let's say he has a plan to stop Arsenal, and this is the plan. We will talk about the tactics. Or I say I am on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube. See, Maresca say the team wants to fight, and they will fight. They will compete and get results. No, as a manager, or share Arsenal team is good. But when your last season and Chelsea a little bit lethargic, and then they don't put in a lot of effort to get a job done, baby. Now, or see, I dear about realizing Arsenal team, no say, or share Arsenal versus Internazionale Milan in the Champions League, or realize they say Arsenal for almost excellent from set pieces. That is born on washing, almost every chance we Arsenal for being a set piece, we are coming excellent you go. But Inter defended the set piece very well. Into the first nature Chelsea team against Arsenal, they say they need to find ways to defend set pieces impeccably well. In this of the deal, broker, I said Chelsea top notch in terms of defending of set pieces, and the first thing that they can do. Now he went on to talk about one other thing very important. Or see, say, watch Chelsea anymore, man. The front line press, but a lot of improvement on the front line pressing because against him it's Arsenal. Opeso kita ball from a chi. More like a kamikaze set kind of a team. And then say you get a ball from them. Then lose ball and they sit in a mid block, any low block. It's very difficult for you to bring them down. Your press, especially in central areas, intensity. Also, see, needs a Chelsea down who cry. I think that sometimes the general press is good, but in the front line press, it flatters the front line players. And I think that where sharper initiation is essentially to keep the team compact and prevent easy breakthroughs. One of the things Enzo Maresca can say, Osha Obi to say Cole Palmer and Nicolas Jackson, the two of the best duels in English Premier League, and slowly they are beginning to be two of the best duels in England, and even though we are seeing that. But I think that once some little attacking duel, Chelsea want to be number one target this season, finishing the top 4, develop into a title challenging team, and so we improve your out of possession shape. Very important, and it begins with Abrantia, your friend Nicolas Jackson, and Abrantia friend Cole Palmer. Also, the game under Mauricio Pochettino last season, Maresca out of possession shape in 2024-2025 campaign. Jackson features as Chelsea's frontline pressing unit, and the fans will be accustomed to the picture below 4-4-2 mid block. Chelsea ever tries some better pressing, which is very important. They need to get it better. Chelsea has to be more aggressive. The lack of intensity will not favor in a game like this against Arsenal or against Arsenal. Intensity will it has to be top notch. It has to be one of the best. You have to find ways to get a job done. Enzo Maresca was asked about a branch of friend Cole Palmer said is he ready? Or your fate and can he play in the game at Chelsea against Arsenal? Because someone say na ona more ma did dinner with a brand friend Leverkusen Enzo Maresca say he is getting better, and we still have 2 days to prepare for the game. Hopefully, we can have him for a session and then we take the decision according to Enzo Maresca. No Kasai manager or say or Bompa is a next Chelsea Begano for evening session, and then of course on Saturday session so they'll get in Chelsea's defensive improvement last season compared to this season. Clear for everybody to see the 2023-2024 season. Chelsea conceded 1.7 goals as at this point in the season. This season Chelsea conceded just 1.2. Short fades not now 14.7. This season at 12.8. Expected goals against not now 1.55. That's the XG against. This season at 1.36. Opposition passes into the box near 27.5. This season at 23.9. Opposition touches in the box at 28.7. This season at 25.1. So there seems to be a huge improvement with respect to Chelsea and how our team prepare. One of the key members of Chelsea team going into this one, Enzo Maresca plan is to use the dominance of a branch here friend Moises Caicedo as a box-to-box midfielder. Now, according to Enzo Maresca, say Oshe Moises Caicedo Ejumano, Nia Moises Caicedo how he controls games. Any senior or one of the best players our teams. One of the things that Enzo Maresca wants to do, they say, obey Yusu Moises Caicedo as the box-to-box player. Now, Obebo Romeo Lavia as a deep line playmaker. Now, I have a problem in the issue of set piece. No, one shiny here, Enzo Maresca may take the bait and then play an extra center back, maybe tossing Andrea to deal with set pieces against Arsenal. And Maka said, in terms of set pieces, one of the things that's very important, the use of the natural height. If you don't take care, Chelsea will play Renato Vega as an extra natural height in the box to help Chelsea in defending set pieces. Because Abrante friend Wesley Fofana any the best from set pieces. Or your shot natural height and from kakra. Leverkusen no natural height no. Ushe team ni mo a say obo all across the field player Caicedo Lavia and share down wasa. If you go up top, Nicolas Jackson Kopama, almost share Nisa area threat. I'm beginning to believe so one here. Chelsea will either play Tosin Adrebiayo at some point and as Abrante friend Renato Vega in the game against Arsenal purposely to do a set pieces. Into a bit man Boris James at right back inside game. No more boy Abrante friend Renato Vega. Oh, matching. Now the job of Renato Vega will be to invert next to Lavia and as a Caicedo. Then you push Caicedo into the house space to use the aggression to press. Oh, anyone. Na echiro mi ensana ba be James Leverkusen. Any Abrante friend toss a friend Wesley Fofana. Oh, echiro. Now that may mean also say CC be not ever Abrante friend Leverkusen. Another thing that I don't think is going to be more of a rich reward. Oh, echiro. How is Enzo Maresca going to judge it? But naturally, some people dealing with teammates at Arsenal with almost set pieces now. You need one average height, and I say you're very, very good. And also, apart from that, Uya Adena, your friend, the aerial threats from the natural ability of the players, and are very, very important for Chelsea to get stuff like that in their team to be able to compete with a team like Arsenal from set pieces. And they had a lot of conversations. Mikel Arteta was asked about Enzo Maresca. Mikel Arteta said, "Oh one can't to Enzo Maresca or Man City, but when you go for baby, Enzo Maresca. Now, only didn't come only now talk about how good he has been, and he's impressed with the job that Enzo Don't be sad about Cole Palmer. That's what he said. I said that's a question that all the managers in the league have had in the last year or so, and he still managed to impact games in the right way. We will have a plan, not just for Cole, but to try to minimize their threat qualities and to try to exploit their weaknesses like any other team." That's what he said. Arteta on Maresca, so he impressed with what Maresca has done. Of course, the players someone will say Kai Havertz, Mikel Merino, are available. So we will have to wait to see how they react. Kai has a nasty cut, so we had to take him off. With Mikel, he wasn't feeling great the day before, so we had to sub him at halftime. Arteta on Declan Rice fitness on Shannon still. So I went to a friend Declan Rice. Everything you inside game against Chelsea and we entertained a weekend game Chelsea won against Arsenal. Of course, Barca and Real Madrid games because and of course the big one because this weekend we remove our on Fiifi-Manfred on YouTube.